Hello, Algebra 1B students, for Mr. Leininger, Mr. Fry, substitute, whoever's coming in. If you're working on the worksheet, or you should be working on this week, I'll have the other assignments as we go further in the week, but we'll do one at a time here. This worksheet, domains and ranges of relationships and functions. Taking a look at this, part one, identify domain, ranges, and functions. Identify the domain and range of each relation given below, then determine if the relation represents a function. Record your answers in the appropriate spaces provided for each problem. Okay, so taking a look at all these coordinates. Remember, the first one in each set is an x, the second one is a y. So all your x's are going to be your domain, or the input, the independent variable input x's. Range is going to be y, the dependent variables, the y. So what I did was I listed them all, you see here, and then I crossed them off as I went, and I went from least to greatest, because you're going to want to list these from least to greatest in the correct order. And then don't repeat, don't write the repeats, don't repeat yourself. So this one would be a function because there are no double x values that go to different y values. All right. Let me give you a graphic of that. For number two, I didn't do number two, but I did graph number two. So if you notice that there's an x value here that goes to two different y values. This is not going to be a function. So if you take a look at, the graph of that number two, I graphed all of these. I have a 2, -2, I have a 4, -2, I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, I have a 5, 0, plus that 5, 2. So as soon as you have this stacked up stacked on top of each other here, we have a not a function going on. When you have an x value, an x coordinate going to two different y coordinates, that's going to be not a function. So whenever you see something like that on a graph, not a function. And then I posted this one out here too. That one was that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4. I think you had a 9, 4. Yeah, you had a 9, 4 there. Okay, so for number three, I list these in order from least to greatest and not repeating any of them. And there weren't any repeaters anyways. But taking a look at number three on a graph, and you don't have to graph these, but I'm just showing you, on a graph what it would look like. So you can tell that it is a function. I don't have any x values. I don't have any x values going to two different y values. Okay. Taking a look at number five. I actually wrote these out. I started from the left and worked my way over, and I just wrote all of these out, and then I listed all the domain, all the x values, and all the range. And this is not a function because we have this right here. We have an x value going to two different y values right here, and so that is going to be not a function. -1 goes to 2, and it goes also to -1, so not a function. All right, moving on. You do the same thing for 6. Number 7, graph this, and so you just plot your points. My, I have my -5, -4, my -4, -2, my -3, -1, 0, 0s right there. I have my 3, -1, 4, -2, and 5, -4. And it kind of looks like a parabola. Looks like a quadratic equation. This is going to be, yes, it is a function because they're not going to be, x values going to two separate y values. And then jump on down to number 9. I just made the table for each of these, and I went vertical. I should have gone horizontal. I squeezed them in here. You end up with -4, -4, -4, -3, 2, negative 1, 0, 0, 1, and 2, 3, and 3, 4. That is a 3, 4 down there. You could pause this if you need to take a better look at that. That is a 1 there. It kind of got messy. That's why I should have gone horizontally like this one. Yes, it is a function. I don't have any x's, repeating on a y. So hopefully this helps you, and I'll get the other worksheets out one at a time to watch for those to be posted soon. Thanks.